Today we're going to do a freaky Halloween crazy nail.
It's not going to be normal for Halloween, is it?
Well, we just didn't want to do just the normal stuff like people do.
Like cats and witches' hats and...
Yeah, cobwebs and spiders, and it's just a bit boring. So we're going to do something that's a bit funny and funky and silly and weird.
Just like you?
Yeah. If you've seen the thumbnail to this video, you know what we're doing. Now, there's a few different ways, a few different techniques to this design. So we're going to start with the teeth, because, you know, the lips sit on top of the teeth, as we know. And I quite like making teeth. I like doing teeth. So we're going to use white acrylic. We're using the Alicia 3D brush, and the lips are gonna be kind of here, so you want quite a dry bead because you don't want it to move everywhere. And the teeth will be longer than what will be exposed. Oh, it takes me back to the video where I, you know, made my own teeth.
Oh yeah. Where are they?
Where are they, actually? Where are they?
They were over here for a time. I don't know. Did you do the bottom set? Or was it just the top set you did?
I think it was just the top set. So, we want it to be like flat here, but we want it to be bulbous at the sort of...
that word, bulbous.
Bulbous. Bulbous at the edge of the teeth. Now these are the two front teeth. All I want for Halloween is my two front teeth. The colour on the background is the colour Ruth. So I've applied 2 coats of colour and then I matte top coated it. Just so it's a little bit more flesh coloured. So I'm going to do a little sort of...
Is that a vampire's teeth too?
It's the wrong teeth though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the wrong
like
teeth.
3.
There's
4 teeth.
There's 4
and
teeth
then
and then the fangs, yeah.
Your canine. Is it called?
Yes, I think it is called canine. You want to make sure you keep that separation between the teeth so you can floss. So if we look at the side view, can you see how we are shallow here and then we have them bulbous at the end? So that's going to allow us room to put the lips on. Right, now we're going to do fangs. So I'm just using the brush to kind of stretch it thin, and then I can use the tip of the brush to create that point. Just want it a little bit higher, so I'm just going to add more product. I want to lift this off a little bit, so just get your brush underneath, lift it off. Once that's set, what I'm going to do is, can you see from the side, you've got like a little dip there. So once that's set a bit, I'll address that little dip, and that's because we've lifted it up. I'm just going to add I wonder if these vampires have like their own dentist.
Their own doctors, their own dentists.
Yeah. Right, so I've just picked up a little bit of the Genesis Onyx, which is an acrylic powder. And I've just literally used a little bit out the lid. And I'm just adding a shadow.
Clever.
We can add a little bit up here as well. You might not see it all, but I just want to add a tiny bit. And you're kind of using it like a paint, or like a wash of colour. And it'll stick really nicely to the matte top coat. It looks freaky already. What I also want to do is add, so this colour is Isaac. This is gel polish, so this is from our range. Doesn't have to be our range, but you know, our range is the best. I'm going to take a 3D brush and I'm just going to discolour these teeth a little bit.
Just like Isaac's teeth. Forever trying to come on, keep brushing the front ones, the front ones, the front ones. And he like just sits, sort of like puts the toothbrush in his mouth and doesn't move it.
Really?
Oh God, it's a struggle every day.
So we've discoloured them a little bit. Let's pop that in the lamp. Then I've got Poppy, which is from the Genesis Nailchemy acrylic range. And first of all, I'm going to lay down a little bit just so I know where I'm going with my lips. So this isn't the bulk of the lips, it's just there as a guide to see how large, because I want to go large, big juicy lips, obviously. That just gives me a bit of a guide, yeah? I know it looks weird at the minute. And I'm going to start at one side first, because I can be far more controlled. There's a comedy called Ghosts, isn't there?
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail, that one. Holy Grail. It's the BBC, that's what they want. They want like another, they want the next Ghosts. They want something that it'll be hilarious and the family can all watch together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, because most comedies it tends to be in towards adults. Whereas this one's clearly fine for adults.
Yeah.
But kids can watch it as well and love it because it's the Horrible Histories team.
Ah!
It's the same people. And they're just on the 4th season now, I think. So they'll be coming into it. I reckon they'll go 5 seasons.
Really?
Possibly 6. I don't know. But they're on the hunt for the next thing.
So because that's flat, we're just going to round that off again. So another bead. And I'm just tapping it where I want it to go for now. And then I want it to just polymerise it. You can see it's getting nice and shiny. And then with the tip of the brush, I just want to do some little lines of, you know, like a little wrinkle in the lips. Just so they look more realistic. And let's work on this side. I love Halloween because we can do like crazy stuff.
What will you be getting dressed up as this year?
Oh, me? I hate fancy dress.
You hate fancy dress?
Yeah, I hate it.
Why?
Ask all my mates. I hate it. I hate fancy dress because when I'm going out, I want to make the effort. You know, it's an effort in itself to go out. So I want to make myself look pretty, not like, you know, I don't want to dress up as a maid or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I think Halloween's a little bit different. I think I've only ever done fancy dress, not Halloween, once when we were dressed as sailors. We were like sexy sailors. Halloween, I have dressed up at Halloween. Just more for the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, over here it's always, we do scary Halloween, don't we?
Yeah.
So I'm actually flying to LA on Halloween.
Oh,
So
really?
I'll land at about 5 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
4 o'clock or something. So I'll get Halloween night in LA. It's class because I do it most years.
Oh, I think it would be totally different in America. I think it'd be amazing.
Like, it's crazy, and it's not all just like, oh, you've got to be a Frankenstein or you've got to be a skeleton.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's everything.
Ah.
Anything goes. It's not just spooky stuff.
Yeah. So I probably like that a little bit more.
It's fun.
Right, I'm going to get 2 brushes and create like an S curl with the sculpting form. So we have a shape to work with. So we're going to start to do the tongue. I'm just going to guess at the minute of how wide it's going to be. This colour is Sandstorm. Oh, it's quite marbly, this is.
Really say that?
I mean, I suppose it helps for a tongue.
I suppose it does, doesn't it? Tongues aren't uniformly coloured.
I want this thin because we're going to attach it with that bit and we'll add more acrylic. I want this tongue to be longer than your average tongue.
I love how you say tongue.
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 It's not tongue.
It's tongue.
It's not. Maybe in your part of the world. But it's not in Stoke.
Tongue.
Tongue. Tongue.
Tongue.
Tongue.
Tongue.
And we kind of want it to go to a point. I even think we might split it in the middle.
Ah!
Oh my
God.
God, yeah, let's split it in the middle. Oh, it's getting freaky. I didn't plan to split it, but once I did that with the brush, I was like, oh, actually, that looks freaky. Oh, yes!
Are you a fan of vampires?
No,
You know it.
I do not like the vampire things, episodes, series, all those kind of things. My daughter absolutely loves them. So Cassidy is a big fan of all the different vampire, TV programs.
Yeah.
She loves them.
My favourite one's What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's a film
Yeah.
to begin with, and then they've done a series on BBC,
Ah.
and it's hilarious.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh yeah, it's comedy. It's basically so in the film it's four vampires living together. It's set in New Zealand, and it's like a mockumentary. So they've got like a film crew filming them,
Okay.
and it's them going like just about their daily lives.
Hold on, I think you might have told me about this before, you know.
Yeah, probably are.
I think you told me about the film.
Yeah, and then they've made it into a TV series with Natasha Dimitriou's in it, Matt Berry, and I always forget his name. He was Phone. You remember Phone Jacker?
Yeah.
That guy who does like all of the voices and stuff.
Yeah.
He's in it, and it's really good. But that one's in New York. I
Yeah.
think it is. I think it's set in New York.
So we've done like a little split through the middle and then it sort of carries on. This is weird. Just going to try and bend this a little bit more while it's soft. So how are we doing? I think we can take the weird bottom and legs off. Yes. So the tongue's going to come out the mouth like this. Completely wearable, obviously. But what I want to do is I want to work on the back of the tongue, but I want to make sure there's no sort of... I want to file it a little bit. I'm filing the tongue.
Why?
Because I just want to file this little bit here. Don't like that bit. Just needs a bit, you know, it needs to be a little bit tidier. You know, because these vampires, they have tidy tongues. So I'm going to make the underneath not bulbous. We don't want it round, we want it bulbous. Yeah, because I don't want it to be like just flat. Right, so what we need is we need to attach this tongue, or tongue. Is that making sense? So I'm going to pop some of the same colour on. Let it set up a little bit. I'll try and keep it away from the teeth for now.
Ooh.
It's tricky.
It is. See, it's slippy.
Too slippy. Take it off. I'm gonna put it on with some gem gel.
And
Then build it up.
okay.
I'm just,
Clever.
I'm just gonna flatten this bit though. Just so it sits a bit cleaner. So I've got a bit of crystal totalis. We're gonna pop that gem gel on. And I probably need
4 hands.
4 hands. I'll put that down flat. And I'm going to pop that on. Pop there. And flash cure. And I'm going to put some gem gel underneath as well. Just so I know it's a little bit more secure. It looks weird, doesn't it? Right, let's get some more of this colour. And we can connect the 2 pieces. So it looks like it's coming straight from the mouth. Just going to go a little bit wider with the tongue. So when I'm adding to it to make it wider, I want to sort of guide it where I want it, and then I can smooth it while that starts to polymerise, because this is the point where you're going to get it a bit smoother. And then once it starts to polymerise, you can address any shape, because it'll be a little bit more set. So we can blend that in. So it doesn't look like it's had an extra bead put on there.
Very big tongue.
It's about a big tongue. We're just going to add a little bit more colour to the tongue. So I'm going to use Smackers, which is from Jellica, just to add a little bit more colour. And then we'll also use a bit of that red, what we used on the lips.
Look at that one there.
That's gross. I love it because it's gross. Oh, that is gross, isn't it? That?
Mm-hmm.
I just love how gross it is. Right, we're going to do some lips underneath now.
It feels silly having to do it in this order, doesn't it?
I know.
Because, like, you know, the tongue needs to go under the teeth.
Yeah.
But then you would be having to put do everything else on top of it with it in the way. It's so weird.
You could do it. You could do the bottom lip.
You
could do, yeah. But I needed that top lip there to kind of map out what I was doing.
Mm.
It just helped me to do it. I mean, going underneath. As long as your tongue's like extra curly like this.
Exactly,
You
can't be very
can.
flat.
Yeah, if it's a flat tongue, then you definitely need to do the lips first. Or that bottom lip at least. Right, so what we're going to do now is, I've got 2 reds. I have, oh, what's number 9?
Number 9 is...
And number 14.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. Right.
One of them's Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, and the other one is 14.
So number 9 is Jessica Rabbit, and the other one is Lust.
Lust, yeah.
Well, oh no, hang on. 13 or 14?
14.
Or 14's Vamp?
Oh, no, yes. So this is like perfect.
Yeah.
So we've got Jessica Rabbit and we've got Vamp. I'm going to use... Where are you? I'm going to use a lily liner. What I need to do first of all is I want to mix these colours a bit. That's nice. Oh, I think we need a colour. That colour. We need that colour launched. And we're going to do some blood splatter. And if you can't do blood splatter from your head, just Google. Don't mean actual blood splatter from your head. I mean if you can't do it from
if you've run out of gel polish, just make an incision here and splatter around.
You can Google images and you can, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to do that.
It's what the calls used to do. Like wrestlers.
What, Google images?
No, like a wrestler, you know, like when they take a little razor blade into the ring with them and they just like make a little cut on the head and then like splash blood everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, do you not know about that?
No.
Yeah, like the WWF.
Right.
WWE, I think.
Yeah.
But WWF is so much better.
It's all fake though.
Yeah, but cutting yourself and sticking blood everywhere isn't fake, is it?
No, but was it fake blood?
No, they would cut themselves.
It's actual blood.
Yeah. A bit gross. But...
It is a bit. It's a bit unsafe. If you ask me, yeah. And then your husband or your partner will be wondering why you're Googling blood splatter. Right, they want to know. Have I got something to worry about here? Got our blood splatter. Let's cure that. Want a little bit of blood on the end of the tongue. A little bit of blood on the teeth. Now what we need to do now is make it shiny. So we want shiny, luscious lips, a shiny tongue, wet tongue. Maybe we should do like drool dripping from it. I'm getting a bit crazy now, I need to stop. So this is glossy top coat. This is our tack-free glossy top coat. Let's make that tongue shiny, make the teeth shiny, because you know she got shiny teeth. We want to make the lips shiny. secure that. Then you do need to top coat your blood splatters so they stay super shiny because they're on a matte surface and I want them to have that contrast of wet blood splatter and shiny glossy blood. Oh, look at it!
It's really gross.
It's gross, isn't it? I think, you know, I think we should do many of these. I really enjoyed doing them. I really like them. I like it. It's ace. I love it. Totally wearable.
Completely.
Completely. But but you can take lots of different elements of this design and use it in the salon. Because, you know, 3D lips themselves are quite popular as well.
All right.
You know what I mean? So you could do little 3D lips. You could do the blood splatter. And I love the contrast of the wet blood and the matte flesh coloured background. Yeah, I love that. There you are, guys. So, hope it didn't scare you too much or freak you out too much. But yeah, there's my take on the Halloween nail. / somebody who's had a lot of lip filler. And they're a vampire. But you know, vampires have got to look good too. How are they going to draw in their prey? Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all that shebang. And I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra!